After day 3, which is supposed to be one of the hardest days of the West Highland Way, we were feeling pretty confident about the rest of the trail. When we woke up, it was already raining. We were just hoping that it wouldn't rain all day and conceal the views, like had happened the previous stage. Before we could start our walk, we needed to take a ferry from Ardlui to the trail.
So it's the next morning. We're heading over to the Ardlui Marina to catch the ferry back to the trail. It sounds like a lot of people are starting the trail here in Ardlui, and some of them are hiking the rest of the way, and some of them are just hiking kind of some highlights. But it's always encouraging when the highlights include the trail you're going to be walking that day. That's typically been a good sign for us.
My husband hadn't traveled from anywhere, so I have to drive like an hour.
Good morning. It is day 4 of our West Highland Way hike in Scotland. Today we are hiking from Ardlui to Tyndrum, or almost to Tyndrum. The place we're staying, I think, is sort of along the way type of place. We started off our hike today at a little after 9 o'clock. We caught the ferry from the Ardlui Hotel back across Loch Lomond, and we're off. Beautiful hike so far. The lake is foggy this morning. No sweeping views yet. Always a chance that the fog will lift. Today we're going to say goodbye to Loch Lomond. There'll be other lochs. We're lucky we got good views of Loch Lomond on day 2, because yesterday was not near as good. Nice scenic spot here. Kind of overlooking the Ardlui area. And Loch Lomond. The heather is blooming through here. We are the heather on the hill. Fortunately for viewers, I have a little bit of a sore throat, so you won't have to hear me singing. At least not right now. Maybe later. We've gone a little over a mile. Had a little sprinkling at first, but now it's not. So getting some bonus miles in here. That trail's still wet because it rained a lot of the night and yesterday, but this is great. Plus, the first 3 or so miles today are rumored to be more difficult than the rest, so getting those done without rain would be super. It's cool, there's just water all over the trail today. And it's nice. I got one blister yesterday. We kind of took care of it last night. So far, 1 mile in today, it feels good. So we couldn't properly appreciate the beauty yesterday. Conditions were kind of miserable. Today has that potential, but right now it's nice. Really nice. Loving it. One thing you can't predict or control is the weather. I think yesterday would have been super fun without all that rain. But we're in Scotland and it rains. There's our first view of Inverarnon. I don't think we're going to bother going over there. We've only walked a couple of miles. We're just going to stick with the trail. That's a little off. If you're doing the hike in 7 days, most people will stay over there. We're doing it in 8, so we stayed in Ardlui. It was raining yesterday. We were glad to not do these 2.5, to do them today. These 2.5 extra were really easy. So if you need to do it in 7 days, adding that extra wouldn't wouldn't be a problem. The hard part of that stretch was really the first half. First half of that stretch from Inversnaid to Inverarden was hard. A lot of rock, very slow. The second half was easier. We're coming up on a campsite near where we would turn off to go to Inverarden. So we go down there. So we've gone 2.4, and this is perfect timing because we need the pate and a drink, which we'll get so that we can pate. Hope it's open.
I FaceTime my Luna.
Hey, Luna, cutie.
Missing me, so I had to stop doing.
We've done almost 3.5 miles. And starting to rain. Hopefully this will be short-lived, although it doesn't look real promising.
Clouds do look a little lighter over there.
Yeah. Maybe it'll just be one of those on and off kind of days. There's just water coming down from everywhere out here. Rained a lot yesterday and overnight. So we're doing the West Island Way from south to north. Like any of the trails that we do, you can do it either way. This is the traditional direction. We like the idea of going from basically Glasgow, which is the biggest city, to Fort William, which we feel is a lot more remote. Just look at that. Water gushing down from everywhere. The power of the water going through here is immense. Waterfalls everywhere you look on today's trail. Coming from everywhere. We're close to 5 miles for the day, and we went through a gate, and now we're in a more pastoral setting. Still water, but not like it was. It was like a 2-mile stretch there where it was just waterfall to waterfall. And it felt like we walked uphill most of it. Now we're kind of up in a high valley. The sheep. Still looking for the Highland cattle. We have gone 7.5 miles, roughly halfway today. We're out here, kind of an up and down trail on a pasture. Been on this for a couple of miles. A lot of water crossings in this section. Trail is extremely wet. Yeah, it feels like we've been going uphill all day. All the sheep down there. Just hit 8 miles. That last mile seemed like it took forever. Very rocky and lots of water crossings that you had to cross really carefully. We put our boots on the ground under the heater in our room yesterday. I think it helped a lot, but they weren't fully dry. So we'll do that again tonight. And I don't think they've gotten worse today. Cool looking house down there. With a lot of sheep. Surface is perfect. Scenery's great, temperature just right. Everything good right this minute. This is the best surface we've had all day. We've decided, so today, going from Ardlui to Tyndrum, you can make what is like a 1 to 2 mile detour into Crianlarich or not. And we've decided to do it because we want to get a good meal. The place we're staying tonight does not have food. So we're probably just going to have snacks for dinner. So we're going to get into Crianlarich probably, I'm going to guess 2:30. Have a good meal. Walk the rest of the way. We'll get in a little late, but we won't be expecting dinner. We've got some little cereal packets. We'll have that, make some tea, have a nice little dinner. Check out this stone wall. Been walking alongside of this guy for a while. Oh, here come some runners. We know we're getting close to a town when you start seeing runners. We think up here is going to be the turnoff for Crianlarich. Tyndrum to the left, Crianlarich to the right. We're going to go to the right because we want the WC in the shop. The trail to Crianlarich technically isn't part of the West Highland Way, and it is dramatically different. When you're walking the West Highland Way, the scenery's all idyllic. And now we're on a trail for some lunch. And it's like a wasteland out here. We are wandering all over Crianlarich looking for some food. There's their primary school. Our current hopes are with the rod and reel. Yay, people are inside.
And there's a sign that says closed.
What? Well, people are in there. Let's ask. This is what we were looking for. Food. Wow, barely just getting off the road. It's so peaceful in here. Look at that. Just beautiful. That is a very large ball for your mouth.
That's a smaller one. She has a bigger one.
Oh, you got a bigger one. See? She wants to, well, I don't know if she wants us to throw that or not. She just walks with us while carrying. You're a great greeter, Allie.
Today's hike ended up being very nice, especially after the weather cleared up and left us with beautiful sunny skies. We saw an adorable kitten only a mile or two into our day, which definitely lifted our spirits and helped us to forget about the rain. Unlike yesterday, we enjoyed some lovely views. At our accommodations for the night, they had both a super sweet and adorable cat and a loving but curious horse. All in all, a great day. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.